We will go down in the history books as one of the greatest.
The WWE Universe erupted into absolute pandemonium at Crown Jewel 2025 as one of the most shocking and emotionally charged moments in recent wrestling history unfolded before millions of fans around the world. The night had already been packed with unforgettable action, high-stakes drama, and championship clashes, but nothing could have prepared anyone for what was about to happen. When Jon Moxley, formerly known as Dean Ambrose, stepped back into a WWE ring for the first time in years, fans were left gasping in disbelief. Even more astonishing, he didn't come alone. He came to stand side by side with none other than Roman Reigns, the tribal chief himself. The build-up to a historic night. For weeks leading up to Crown Jewel, rumors had been swirling that something big was brewing behind the scenes. Whispers of secret negotiations, cryptic posts on social media, and the sudden absence of certain key WWE figures had fans buzzing with speculation. Some believed The Rock was returning. Others thought it might be The Undertaker, or even a surprise AEW invasion. But no one, absolutely no one, expected Jon Moxley, the man who had walked away from WWE years ago to forge his own violent, unapologetic path in AEW, to reappear under the WWE banner. Roman Reigns had been set to defend his undisputed WWE Championship against a resurgent Seth Rollins in what was billed as a clash of eras. It was supposed to be a one-on-one test of dominance, legacy, and ego. The tribal chief versus the visionary, former brothers turned eternal rivals. But destiny had other plans. The match turns ugly. The main event started as an instant classic. Reigns and Rollins traded blows, counters, and mind games, each man drawing on years of shared history inside and outside the ring. Their chemistry was undeniable. They knew each other's moves, weaknesses, and temperaments like twin reflections of a shared past. The crowd was on its feet, torn between loyalty and admiration for both men. As the match progressed, Rollins seemed to gain the upper hand. He reversed a spear into a pedigree, nearly ending Reigns' record-breaking reign. The referee's hand hit the mat twice before Reigns kicked out at the last split second. The tension was unbearable. Rollins, frustrated, taunted Roman, shouting, "You're nothing without us." "Without me," that line hit a nerve. Roman's eyes darkened, the tribal chief awakened. He countered with a thunderous Superman punch that sent Rollins sprawling. Just when it looked like Roman was about to deliver the final spear and retain his title, disaster struck. From out of nowhere, Solo Sikoa appeared, breaking up the count and attacking Rollins with a steel chair. The Bloodline had made their move, or so it seemed. The lights go out. Chaos erupts. Just as Solo was about to deliver the final blow to Rollins, the arena lights suddenly went pitch black. The roaring crowd fell silent, confusion spreading like wildfire. Then, a familiar sound echoed through the arena, a low, distorted voice saying, "Justice never dies." The audience gasped. Could it be? The lights flashed back on. And there he was. Jon Moxley stood in the middle of the ring, leather jacket gleaming, barbed wire bat in hand, and that trademark wild, unhinged stare burning into the camera. The crowd exploded into chaos, chants of "Moxley! Moxley!" shaking the arena to its core. Solo Sikoa froze in shock. Roman Reigns, his expression unreadable, stared at Moxley in disbelief. For a brief moment, time stood still. These were brothers who had bled together, fought together, and broken apart. And now, years later, they were face to face once more on the grandest international stage. A reunion, written in blood and brotherhood. Before anyone could move, Solo lunged toward Moxley. Big mistake. With lightning speed, Moxley swung the bat, catching Solo in the midsection, then followed with a vicious paradigm shift that sent the enforcer crashing to the mat. The audience roared as Moxley stood tall, breathing heavily, every ounce of his intensity radiating through the arena. Roman stepped forward, cautiously, still in disbelief. The two locked eyes. No words, no smiles, just years of shared pain, betrayal, and respect. For a tense few seconds, No one knew what would happen next. Would Moxley attack Roman? Would the two icons clash in a moment of chaos? Instead, in one of the most surreal sights in WWE history, Moxley slowly extended his hand. The tribal chief looked down, then up again, the crowd chanting, "Ye yes! Ye yes! Yes!" After a pause that felt like eternity, Roman took the hand. The roof of the arena nearly blew off as fans screamed in shock and excitement. Roman Reigns and Jon Moxley, brothers once divided by company lines and personal demons, were reunited. Destruction unleashed. The bloodline falls. But the moment of unity quickly turned violent. As Roman and Moxley stood side by side, the bloodline, Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa, tried to regroup and launch a counterattack. Bad idea. Moxley and Reigns unleashed absolute carnage. Moxley dropped Jimmy with a dirty deeds, while Roman speared Solo through the barricade with enough force to shake the commentary table. The crowd chanted, "This is awesome!" over and over, their voices echoing throughout the massive Saudi arena. For the first time in years, Roman didn't look like the tribal chief. He looked like the Roman Reigns of old, the one who fought for his brothers, the one who stood for unity, not dominance. Together, he and Moxley raised their fists in the middle of the ring, a callback to their legendary Shield days. The aftermath, a new era, begins. Backstage. Sources claim that this shocking moment wasn't planned to go public before the event. WWE had reportedly been in quiet negotiations with Moxley for months, with Triple H personally overseeing the discussions. Fans immediately flooded social media, speculating whether this meant a full-fledged Shield reunion or a one-night-only alliance. Seth Rollins, recovering from the brutal match, looked up from ringside as Moxley and Reigns stood tall. His expression told the entire story. Disbelief mixed with emotion. The crowd began chanting, "Shield! Shield! Shield!" And for the first time in years, all three names, Roman, Seth, and Moxley, were trending worldwide together.